If you don't mind, I was going to ask you some basic questions. Typically, what I ask people to kind of figure out how their experience was in the program. Where were you in terms of like your health and fitness before actually working with me?
So I took a little hiatus from working out for
Yeah.
like a couple of years.
You weren't like completely new to the gym, starting with me, right? You had some experience.
Yeah, no, I had some experience in a previous life. I had just moved. I got a Crunch membership as soon as I got to where I was moving to. I was probably working out for 3 or 4 months before
Yeah. You kind of had somewhat of a basic knowledge. In that moment, why did you feel like it was a good idea to work with a coach or work with me? Like, why did you kind of maybe seek some help in that area?
I kind of fell into it on accident. Just kind of more structured knowledge instead of like I was coming up with my own workouts and stuff, but it's a lot easier when you're like, hey, do this. It's easier to not have to think about really.
What did you love about the program?
The workouts. I did really like that you just gave me the meal plan.
Hmm.
I did like that. So I didn't have to, oh, how am I going to get 50 more grams of protein? What am I going to eat for that? It's just
Yeah.
there. It's right in
Yeah.
front of you. Eat that. Good.
Cool. I just want to kind of show you real quick some progress that you made, over the course of the past 4 months. This is what we're looking at. Here's, the overview of the plan here. And so when we take a look at your weight, kind of an overview of the past 4 months, you started at 219. We had some decent progress, and we were kind of still figuring it out, within the first couple of weeks, trying to dial things in. You had 1 week where you kind of gained weight back, kind of went back up to 220.
That's when I went out of town, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, this is like holiday season, right? It's mid-December, November, even October is when you first started. So, definitely in the holiday peak season. But from there, yeah, you had some great success. If you notice the spikes there, that's typically normal. And that all depends a lot on like water weight and certain things you did that day. Maybe you got some extra steps in. Maybe you sat all day one day. Those spikes are normal and pretty helpful to see that if you just look at the overview arch of the graph, you just see a consistent decline. So this is what, 20 pounds of weight loss looks like. Today you're weighing at 200, so great job on losing that 20 pounds. And then here's your progress photos here, actually just put them back to back. And like I mentioned, 20 pounds doesn't necessarily sound like a whole lot, but when you see it on your body, you look like you've lost like 40 pounds. Not only that, we could have probably lost a lot more weight, but the fact that you've also like looked like you built muscle too in the process, right? Like you either built or maintained your muscle mass. Now you just have better shape and form. Love handles from the front gone. You can see a little bit more visible abs here, and shoulders are just a lot more better shape and form, especially from the side angles here. Belly gone. Love handles, back, and posture is obviously a lot better. And then crazy back transformation, just a lot of excess fat gone. And then this is despite, having some ups and downs throughout the past 4 months. I obviously could have checked in more, which probably would have helped your progress. But nonetheless, we still achieved some pretty good results. And I'm sure you're not going to stop anytime soon. But that's kind of what we're looking at here. And just kind of curious on your end, what would you possibly say to someone who's on the fence about joining?
I guess don't think about it, just do it. If you overthink it, you're gonna talk yourself out of it. And I almost did. I'm glad I didn't, but I was very on the fence. Partway through our first conversation, I tried to jump off the fence the other way, but you put me back in, and I'm glad that you did.
Well, Bronson, man, I appreciate you and congrats again on just completing the program. I do really appreciate your feedback and, moving forward, I'm looking to improve myself as a coach and do better. And I hope, you continue to progress and further your journey as well. Like always, if you ever need some more help or more accountability down the road, you know who to call. So I'm always here for you.